What's going on, guys? Playbox here, and we're back for another Dragon Ball Legends video. In this one, we are going to be going over the new full power battle scream difficulty. So whenever this does drop, I like to do a guide, going through the scream difficulty because it is the harder one. And I usually tend to do this without the boost unit because, not everyone is able to get the new LF unit or the new unit that is, the best character to use for these game modes, right? For this one, it's going to be the LF Trunks. I didn't pull the Trunks, so I had to use someone else. And there are a couple options here. There's my first option going into this was using Sword of Hope Trunks, but I realized quickly that most of the time he isn't going to have his full unique gauge popped, and that means that he's not getting all the buffs that he really needs, right? And so therefore he's not that useful using it. And also his green card is not the best in this scenario because what you want to do in this game mode is save up your all-out rush cards, and since his green card shuffles all your whole hand and gives you 4 new cards, it gets rid of those all-out rushes, right? And you kind of want to use his green cards because it also restores his unique gauge. So it's not a really good fit, I noticed. So what I did is you can maybe even use this future Gohan Zenkai if you haven't fully Zenkai'd. But what I use is the perfect cell, the free-to-play perfect cell that we just got. He actually worked quite well, and as the 3 other units I used was, of course, the future Gohan for the Hybrid Saiyan slot. I used the Extreme 8 Android 18 that just recently got a Zenkai on the EX Android slot, and then I used the free-to-play Trunks on the event exclusive. Now, I do think it's important to at least have these 2 green units in the middle, at least at Zenkai 3, so you can have their first unique ability. I didn't try it without the Zenkai, but in the earlier rounds, the hard difficulty, I tried this without those 2 Zenkai, and I kind of lost a couple times. Then again, I was using Sword of Hope Trunks instead of Cell in that case, so maybe it would be different, but I would recommend at least getting them to Zenkai 3 just to get some more additional buffs for them, right? So this is the team we're going to roll with. So yeah, let's just hop in straight into the gameplay. So I kind of started recording this when the match already started. I like once I started the match, I just realized that I had to record the gameplay. So basically, the opponent starts off at 99 health, and as you can see right off the bat, before even taking out 10 of his health bars, we already got an all-out rush card. And what I did is I used it because I've noticed that specifically I used the blast one because I don't know if it matters, but Cell is a blast-oriented unit, so I used the blast one. But what I've noticed playing this game mode is that you are able to use at least one all-out rush, maybe even 2. I didn't try with 2, but at least 1 before his shield pops in, because you'll be able to get 2 more additional all-out rushes before that happens, right? In addition to the Z Rising Rush. So what I like to do is pop that first all-out rush and then start accumulating the Dragon Balls for the Rising Rush, and then try to get those 2 other all-out rushes. Obviously, I don't know if it's luck-based, or I don't know how it works for them to actually hand in one of those cards like we just got right there into your hand. I'm assuming it's after a certain timer count, or I don't really know, but there we have 2. I think his shield breaks at around 60. Let's see, let's kind of scroll forward here. I believe okay, we're at 70 here. As you can see, I don't pop my main ability right yet. I saved it for when his shield, when he has a shield up, because maybe you might need the blue card damage because he does spawn a blue card, and I'd rather save the buffs for when we are actually during his shield, right? So right now he's in his invincible mode. Same thing, you float forward for the first one, you float back for the second one, and then you float back forward for the third one. And so here I wait for all my buddies to pop their main ability, Future Gohan is transforming, and then I pop my main ability and I go for the all-out rush. It doesn't really matter which one you go with first, but make sure you at least use your all-out rush first before you pop the Rising Rush, because if you pop the Rising Rush, obviously you're gonna get rid of those all-out rush cards, right? So the strike version of the rush is pretty easy. You just have to time the taps, and you're able to get perfect, so that's not too bad. The blast one, obviously you have to tap much faster here. I recommend getting at least 30 because that'll guarantee you perfect, but even like 29 would get you a perfect. So right there, pop the blue card that we got from the main ability, and we're almost there we're pretty much there to at breaking his shield, and we just pop the Rising Rush here to finish him off, right? This is pretty easy. You have 5 seconds to do those 4 swipes, so nothing too crazy there. We'll just skip forward a bit, and as you can see, the Rising Rush is enough to break his shield. So Rising Rush and 2 of those all-out rushes are enough to break the shield. Granted, I do have all 3 of my battle members still alive. If I had maybe one of them dead, it might have not killed, but try to at least have those 3 alive, right? So as you can see, we just broke a shield, and we already have 2 of our all-out rushes here. So I believe this time around his shield will pop, will approach sooner. So in this case, I don't think I use one of them. Let's see. Let me just skip a bit here. I don't think I use one. Yeah, you see, his shield popped in at 40, whereas the other one popped in at like 65-ish, right? So same scenario here, forward, back, and then forward to avoid those attacks. And then unfortunately for us, we weren't lucky with the Dragon Balls, so we weren't able to get our Rising Rush ready in time for a shield break. So we popped the first one. I believe this is a blast version. So yeah, try to get as many as you can here. I think I kind of slowed it down here. 34, not too bad. So that's like a third of his health. Try to get as much damage here just to see if I can get my Dragon Balls ready. So we're at half HP here, and I go for my all-out rush again. Once again, easy to perfectly time your taps there. Kind of messed up those last 2 ones, but as you can see, we're pretty close to breaking his shield, and we have 6 timer counts left. Actually, thinking back, I don't think I even break his shield here. Let me see. 2 timer counts. I get the blue card, and the blue card doesn't even land, so we don't even get the shield break, and he just doesn't do that much damage on the shield, on the explosion there, the little clash there. Which is funny because on the hard difficulty, he completely eviscerates your whole life bar and your buddy's life bar. So maybe for the Scream difficulty, they kind of toned it down there. But as you can see, we have 2 of our all-out rushes there, and one of them with the Dragon Ball, which will give us the Rising Rush. Now at this point, I don't think the boss will get another shield back. I think at this point you just have to finish him off. Before they kind of nerfed it during the 4th anniversary, before the nerf, he would actually get a 3rd shield. But I don't think the boss ever gets a 3rd shield now. So at this point, you can just use all your cards. Here, I wasn't too sure if that was going to happen, which is why I'm kind of reluctant on using my 2 rushes there. But near the end, as I see his health bar slowly decreasing, I just decided why not just use it, because I think also one of my battle members die. Yeah, they die. And it actually misses my Rising Rush here. Let me look at it. So I click my rush as my buddy dies. So that completely kills the Rising Rush, and it was very annoying. I thought at that point I just lost, right? So I decided why not just use these last 2 cards and go in for the rush, because at this point I honestly thought it was game over because he was going to get his other shield. I wouldn't be able to break it, and then he's just going to kill my battle members, right? But that's not the case because, like I said, he doesn't get a 3rd shield. So once you break the 2nd shield, just focus on doing as much damage as you can. Focus on using all your all-out rushes, and just use all your Rising Rush, and you should be able to complete it. It's obviously not, this mode is not as hard as it used to be during the 4th anniversary, where it was near impossible to beat this without the new units. And even with the new units, it was somewhat difficult, but now obviously it's more toned down, and you can pretty much clear it out with all free-to-play units, which is a very good thing because you don't want to lock out people from completing this event. So there you go, we finished the event. And so yeah, that's pretty much my playthrough on this game mode. It only really took me 1 try. It took me a couple of tries for the hard difficulty because I was using Sword of Hope Trunks, and then I experienced difficulty using him, so I switched over to Cell, and I finished that one in 1 try too. So I think Cell might be the best option for anyone that doesn't have LF Trunks, and potentially even the Zenkai Future Gohan might be a good option as well. But you should be able to complete this completely free-to-play with free-to-play units, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe because that shit is so important, so don't forget. Other than that, have a great day. See ya.